for riding with us. To ensure your safety, please watch your step. Hold on to the handrail. Keep feet and personal items away from the sides, and attend to small children by holding their hands. Have a safe and pleasant day. Hello, that's the money. To ensure your safety, please watch your step. Hold on to the handrail.
So I have it on good authority that Penn Station's payphone population is soon to be diminished, if not eliminated altogether. I don't know if that means they're all going, and further to that, I don't know if that means they're going to physically disappear, or if they'll just be taken out of service. I don't like to ask too many questions of my reliable sources. I like to keep an element of mystery to things. This one does not work. I don't think this one worked last time I was here. I think only 6 remain. We'll find out today. Okay, this one has dial tone. Yep, it works. It connects to the daily prayer. That's something I would miss, I think. And I was wondering about this guy. Has his cell phone, but he's making a payphone call. To be honest, I thought this was, when I first came down the escalator, I thought it was a technician. Most of the places where the payphones used to be look like this now. This one has, oops. This one has dial tone. Connect to the prayer. That's about all the testing I'm going to do for these at the moment. I don't really have anybody to call. I think, I think some of these physical phones have been here since the 80s. They really are like fortresses. And as we just saw, people still use these things. I swear almost every time I come down here, somebody is using one of these phones. I think about 3 of them were removed from this area over here to make way for what they call the A-hole. But I'm going to come back. There are 2 others near here that I'm going to come back to. This is by track 18 on the LIRR. I'm going to come back to those other 2 because there was just a lot of people standing around them. But this could be your last sighting of this phone. This is the only one left in the Central Corridor, and I think this one still works. Has dial tone. The earpiece is not complete, but that doesn't matter. A phone call is a phone call. You can see the metal plates where 3 other phones used to be on this wall. And I think if we go this way, we'll see even more evidence of that. More vestiges. Yeah, this was probably a row of 10. Where you see the one here, then this big sign, and then 3.5, 3.25 other slots. And same here. This was a wall of 10, maybe 10, maybe 12. With some of the spots covered up by this big sign. It was payphones-aplenty back in the day. And we do have this red emergency phone rather, with the red button. So that's something. of the ones that's gonna go. Even the coin return slot gave up on this one. Or the coin return lever, that is. This one disappeared pretty recently, like within the last 3 or 4 months, I think. Still kind of easy to lose track of time. There was just the one in the middle, the other two have been empty a long time. Yeah, I think that TTY actually worked all the way to the bitter end. I use this phone once in a while for recording musicians who would play over here in that space. But it wasn't really a very good phone for that. It didn't have a very good responsive, I guess you call it microphone. But that one's gone, so I think I said there were 6. I think there's actually 7 remaining down here. And I'm gonna go see if I can check in on the last 2 back by the LIRR. I guess it's as good a day as any to check in on Little Island, the Barry Diller project that had so many skeptics, but which has proven, based on what reviews I've read at least, has proven to be a huge hit. We'll see if I can even get in. I seem to remember hearing something about reservations required, but that might have been just for the opening days. I think it's been open for about a month now. Lucky me, I got here just in time. It's about 11:30. I got here just before the reservations are required.
Oh my god, okay, I'll try. And I did like really good the whole weekend. Surprisingly, because I was like, I'm sorry. They had come back to the hotel, and I like $7, and then I counted. It felt like I couldn't hear. I was like, oh my god, it feels wrong. Do you see the sign where it says name? There's like a sign that probably says name here. There's like a right. Oh, you got me. We're the friends.
What is one time you divided by one? Okay, guys, come on. You know what
It must be here. She just asked me if I still here.
I don't think. I'm fast. Go. I'm fast.
Yeah, this is foreign.
Yeah, it's a little. Excuse me. This is your yoga classes
My daughter is an engineer, so the company she works for did the turbines and the cement structure.
all these things.
They represent.
Hey, making me dizzy.
You ever climb that? Yeah.
Sería capaz.
Ahí.
Have you ever heard that?
Congratulations.
Daddy, those are Daddy's cables. Come here. Daddy's cables are on that ship.
So I'm cool.
Because my friend was saying,
no tignan na rin.
But I used to live in Levon, right up on the I was on the last. I would take the bus.
Not even blended to put at the park right now.
So it's bus. And I'm thinking, you sons of bitches, I've already been through the tunnel. This is my second trip and you're miserable?
I remember not too long ago I
The people.
Is it not? You can actually. How many of these are small? Well, they have the amphitheater.
te habían llevado cuando vos eras chica. I know, I agree. I also think that maybe
and then there's some dialogue, and then they sing together. And this is just how it ends. So you might hear this. I might just swap between these tunes. So we've got pour me in the milk, but all the honey, bring on the money, money. I'm very holiday, hurrah, Peter. So I can buy my clothes.
I'm not gonna lie. I cannot tell a lie, but I'm really not terribly impressed, to be honest with you.
Okay, let's just go, Will. Let's just go. They're going to get in a moment. Come on, Cole.
But maybe it's hard to appreciate the subtleties when it's as crowded as this. Whatever the case, I'll probably be back. It's just the views are not anything. They make the getting to the top, getting to the summit, feel like just like some beautiful choir of angels is going to appear, but it's just some bland view of the river. It does look cool from the outside, though. I think these are supposed to represent tulips. I did expect more flowers, too, or more lively flowers. The flowers I seem to focus on all look dead. But it's worth a visit, though. Certainly if you can get in before noon. It's always free, but you just have to make an appointment to get in after 12. Which is not the worst inconvenience ever, I don't suppose. Yeah, that's some filthy water. You really can't put lipstick on that pig, can you? look this up to see if this little surprise at the bottom of this image is supposed to be here. Certainly got my attention. I don't think that spider is supposed to be there, but I'm happy that it is. You know, whatever else you can say about the Hudson Yards monstrosity, it's one of the most hated real estate developments in modern times. It does cut kind of a bonkers profile, though. I remember noticing that from when I was over in Hoboken. It was even more bonkers looking. You can see the people up on the... what is that called anyway? Is that the ledge? So this is what the underground at Rockefeller Center looks and sounds like these days for the foreseeable future. I don't know how long this is going to be going on.
There's a dive into mystics just for the explanation.
Oh, they got rid of the payphones at the Mid-Manhattan Library branch, but I can't complain about being able to wander the stacks again. I missed this. was wondering what was going on here. While these people were taking a picture of the same thing, I thought there was like a celebrity photo shoot going on. Looks like a guided tour of Midtown, and everybody was getting pictures of the big library. That just looked strange as I approached it, though. So I didn't want to talk too much while I was in the library. Well, because it's a library after all, a place of quiet. And this camera that I use makes some sounds when I turn it off and on. And you can see that that library is pretty sparsely populated with very limited service. There's no seating allowed, and you're supposed to leave it. You're only allowed to be in there for a half hour. The only seating allowed was at the computers. They've obviously renovated the hell out of that place. It used to be kind of a dump. But they also opened a cafe or something like that that's going to be open up on the roof. I thought that was actually already open. That was the reason I came over here today. I heard on the radio that it was open, but I think maybe I misheard whatever that was, whatever they said on the radio about that. So maybe it will be open for events or something, but not to the general public yet. Nice to be able to wander among the books, though. It's one of those things you don't realize how much you'll miss it until it's gone. This is a place I really wish would open again. The saloon, actually, but I think I overheard somebody saying, I was passing by Pete's Tavern, which is the place where O. Henry drank, I think. I think that's the place on Irving Place. I overheard him say that because of city paperwork and some kind of technicalities, he's not allowed to open for another 3 or 4 weeks. And maybe that's what's happening here, too. I don't know. There's some people discovering the whispering columns, or if you're talking straight into the wall of one corner, somebody standing on any of the other corners can hear every word you say. It's amazing. It really works too. Just want to sit here and watch the people pass by in this strange, distorted reflection. So I just met somebody on a bus, and I was sitting in a front-facing seat, and right in front of me was a sideways-facing seat that he sat on, and he asked me if he minded me sitting there. And I guess that this was just a lingering COVID precaution in case he was just seeing if anybody felt uncomfortable being too close to another human being. And I said, oh, it's cool, I'm vaxxed. And he said, I am too, blah, blah, blah. Made pleasant conversation, and just about this and that. I told him I had just been to Little Island, and that it was not terribly impressive to me, but that it might, probably just because it was so freaking crowded. So we'll see, I'll try it again some other time. But then he made this comment. He pointed at my muscles, and what I thought he said was, you need to get to the gym. And I said, what do you mean? And then he repeated himself, and that's when I learned that what he really said was, it looks like you've been at the gym. And I kind of laughed, because nobody really ever comments on my muscles except as a joke. So I told him, no man, those are piano playing muscles. And he's like, oh, well, of course, you don't need a freaking gym. That's heavy lifting or something like that. He seemed to understand fully that what I was talking about Just a strange comment. I wonder if he was trying to go anywhere with it, but seemed like a nice guy. Retired. He was just going to get for an eye doctor appointment. Here's a strange little find. There's a bandage stuck to the back of this pillar. This pillar is outside Grand Central. I guess the pillar got a little boo-boo, and somebody bandaged it up.